والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. What's up, guys? So we're just gonna keep going, inshallah. We're gonna keep going, and we're gonna start teaming up. Then no one has the scrapbook alone. Just gonna do a few housekeeping things real quick. Everything looks good. Open up this chat, inshallah. All right, so this is where the stream is gonna be a little different than the YouTube because I could sit here and I could stream for an hour and a half and have 3 videos. Yani? So that's a whole week. It's a whole week of releases, uh, scheduled releases. So whoever's live with me, Allahumma barik. Let's get it. Let's get in it. Yani? Bismillah.
Come find me on the stone platform to learn how to share your scrapbook updates with your friends.
Let's go. We've reached level 6. Allahumma barik. Man, I can jump high in this game, man. Minecraft ain't got none on these hops. Dude, I just jumped like 3 blocks high. Allahumma barik. And I fall slow. Like, this is the hardcore parkour. Like, what? Oh, and it's actually kind of difficult. Also, you don't have to jump. You don't have to jump to go up a block. You can just like walk. You can just walk into the block and it will do it for you. Like, Minecraft wants to be this. Okay, we got a stash, untracked files, modified files, staged files. Where's Willow? Hey, Willow.
Congrats on pushing your way into level
Hey,
6.
Alhamdulillah,
Speaking of
Allahumma
pushing,
sta'an.
have I mentioned you can push your memento-filled scrapbook pages to linked copies of the scrapbook?
Okay. We can, I guess, commit. Is that what that's called? A commit? Or is that what we're about to learn?
What I'm trying to say is that when you add a new page into your scrapbook, you
Or
can
is this
send it to your
like a
friends.
pull request, maybe?
Back in level 3, you made 3 commits.
No, it wasn't.
3 pages in your scrapbook, which showed up as white commit blocks connected by arrows on the wooden walkway.
Okay, because you can commit with one. You don't have to have a remote repository. Every saved change is like a commit.
Since you duplicated your scrapbook with the git clone command, the copy already contains those exact same 3 commits in it, with the same commit IDs and everything.
Okay, mashallah.
In order to test pushing a new page to the other scrapbook, you need a new page to push.
So we have to
let's
make
create
something.
a 4th commit in your local repo so that you can push it. Go ahead and edit your second file brew.py and change the code in it to the following.
Copy. Okay. Open up brew.py. Chug coffee. MashaAllah. Allahumma barik.
Wicked.
And now it should be on the wall.
Now, meet me over at the modified files column of the working directory.
Okay. So now we're talking about staging. What's next? Come near. Inspect file. Yeah, we deleted sip coffee and we added chug coffee because in Git it works by the line. So if you change a line, it's like you deleted the whole line and replaced it with a new one.
Okay then. Let's see you show off some of the stuff you've learned in previous levels. First, add this change to Git staging area.
Git add. Okay. Git add brew.py.
Nice.
Let's go.
Find me at the staging area to commit the change.
Okay, so it's staged. Staged. I don't think I really understand the difference between the modified files and the staged files. Oh, okay. Modified files isn't like really there. I don't think. I think it's like, okay, you modify something, it's modified, it hasn't really been saved yet. Uh, you just changed it, and I guess like maybe like staging it is like maybe clicking save on the document, and then like committing would be like putting it into the repository, maybe by like refreshing the repository or something, or like connecting to the internet for a second so it could update, like an update.
Now commit.
Okay.
You're doing it. Meet me back
Okay.
by the Git log to push your
Mashallah.
commit to the remote.
Mashallah, we got a new head on it.
As you can
Mashallah.
see, your new fourth commit is here at the front, the left, of the commit chain. Just like the 3 prior commits, this commit exists on the main branch here in your local
Okay,
repo.
so this is still the main branch. I wonder if I create a new branch, if it's gonna have horizontal changes. We'll see, inshallah.
However, the remote repo, the repo you created via cloning earlier, has no idea this commit exists.
Yeah, so it's not like connecting to the internet. Connecting to the internet would be like updating the remote repo.
It only knows about the 3 prior commits that
It's like
existed
4
when you
steps
cloned
of
it.
Control S on this. It's like you have to, when you click save a document, and then it's like, are you sure? Are you really, really sure? Or it's like save as. It's like, okay, save as. You have to go find the folder. You put it there. Are you sure you want to replace? Or do you want to duplicate? You want to put it in a different folder? Keep the old one. Save this one as a new file. Subhanallah.
Before you push for the first time, there's one more tiny step. You must tell Git that the local main branch should sync up with the remote's copy of the main branch. The
Okay.
remote copy of the main branch is known as the upstream branch or the remote branch.
Upstream, as in that's where the water's coming from.
You can tell Git to sync up the
So
local
I'm
repo's
downstream.
main branch with the remote repo's main branch by using the following command.
Set upstream. Okay, so the upstream is going to be origin.
The git push command sends all new local pages in your scrapbook to the linked scrapbook named origin. The set upstream part tells Git to link the local and remote copies of the main branch. Keep in mind, set upstream is only needed the first time you push to a remote branch. This tells Git what branch to send your commits to. Now stop dilly-dallying.
Okay. We push set upstream origin main.
Woohoo! You successfully pushed your fourth commit to the remote repo.
So the main branch is what we pushed.
From now on, you can just use git push. Your
Okay.
friends and family will now see the fourth page in the official copy of the scrapbook. But now, what if your friend wants to add a new fifth page to the scrapbook?
Git pull.
You need a way to retrieve that new page from their
I think it's
copy of the
probably git
scrapbook
pull.
to yours.
Okay. New page from their scrapbook.
In Git speak, this is called pulling changes into your repo.
This just seems like if you got 5 people working on it.
Which is exactly what
Subhanallah.
the git pull command is for.
It's just another one. I'm like curious to see like how this actually works.
Yup,
When you put a bunch of people on it, I'm curious.
you can see firsthand that the main branch now
Hey,
contains
yo.
a new fifth commit.
Someone actually added
You
something.
made the first 4
mashallah.
commits yourself, and the fifth was made by your friend.
Your friend.
Git's true
Mashallah.
purpose is enabling this type of collaboration and tracking by multiple developers.
Oh my barik.
Go ahead and inspect the new fifth commit, and you'll
Okay.
see that the author is indeed your friend, and they created a new file called friend.py in the new commit.
Okay. Oh, it is your friend. You're at friend.com. MashaAllah. 59D147. It's a hi friend. So we can have like a conversation here. What is this? The origin main, and what is this one? I'm curious. If this one is main.
On that note, let's recap levels. You learned how to share commits with others using the git push command.
The git push. MashaAllah.
This is like sharing new scrapbook pages with your friends and family. Only new commits in your local repo that don't exist in the remote yet get sent when you run git push.
New commits that don't exist in the remote get sent. Okay. Is there like when you push it, is there a way for someone to be like, nah, this doesn't need to go and it's gonna break it?
You used setup stream when pushing for the first time to tell Git to sync the local and remote copies of the main branch. Finally, you used git pull to download commits made by your friend into your version of the
Like,
scrapbook.
how do you, like, if someone has a bad day and they feel like trolling, how do you stop them from doing that?
Now get excited, because in level 7 you'll learn all about one of the most
MashaAllah.
important Git concepts, branches.
Is it maybe branches? Allah knows. I don't have to know, mashallah. Okay, let's figure it out. Create, update, create, initial, okay.
Excellent progress. You've built a strong foundation
We're on level 7 already, guys. Allahumma barik, Allahumma musta'an.
So far, you've been adding all your
Alhamdulillah.
scrapbook pages into one single section called main. That's the default section every new scrapbook starts with.
Mashallah.
But most scrapbookers and programmers like to create multiple sections so they can try out new ideas without messing up their main storyline.
Like this. How do you not break the code when you got 6 people? Push, everyone pushes all at once. They're all working on the same problem. Or something like that. Everyone pushes all at once. What are we gonna do? We have to branch. We have to make branches.
There are lots of reasons for this, and you'll see why soon.
Okay.
The good news is Git makes it super easy to add new sections, which are called branches. In nerd speak, making branches is lightweight, which really just means quick and simple. A branch is basically just a section marker labeling one scrapbook page, one commit.
Each commit is a branch?
That's why so far, the green branch block called main has always sat on top of the latest commit you made.
Okay.
Each commit connects back to the one before it, forming a chain. Git uses those links to follow the full story of your scrapbook. So you can think of a branch as its own storyline, made up of connected scrapbook pages that form their own section in the book. And Git just
MashaAllah.
treats a branch as a marker that denotes the most recent page in that storyline. That's tricky to picture with words alone, so let me show you. To make a new branch, use the git branch command.
Git branch.
This creates a new section marker pointing to your current scrapbook page. For example, besides main, which scrapbookers usually reserve for finalized pages, it's common to make a dev section for your work in progress.
Okay, I like this. It's like, I'm gonna go work over here. Be back when it's done, inshallah.
So let's create a new branch called dev using the following command.
I like this. I like this.
Awesome! You just made a new dev branch.
Allah knows. I'm thinking about a tree here. Like, is the trunk the main branch? She keeps making these tree jokes, but what does a tree need to grow a new branch for? I need. MashaAllah.
See that shiny new green branch block called dev stacked on your latest scrapbook page? That's the new section marker you created.
It's like, okay, we have this project. It's simple. We just want to make a blog. Uh, SubhanAllah. So I guess like the branches would be like different parts of the project, like different the about me, the blog, the uh, interactive UI of like previewing and then actually viewing the entire blog article for each blog. Uh, yeah, I could see how those would all be like their own branch.
The old main block is still stacked
Mashallah.
there too, because both green section markers point to the exact same scrapbook page right now.
So a tree comes like as it's growing, it's also growing like down. Like it's growing up and it's growing down. So it's like really a tree is like this. Mashallah. So it's like a tree. Like what's the best way to see this? It's like the tree is like a little seed in the ground and then it like grows up. Mashallah, it's like I wonder if people are kind of like that too. Like I don't want to go too far into
That's because in bits,
Allah knows, I don't know. Allah knows the unseen. I'm not the knower of the
branches are
unseen.
just markers that point to scrapbook pages. Nothing more, nothing less.
Branches are just markers that point to scrapbook pages. Nothing more, nothing less. I guess it's like you could have like 10 branches pointing to a single page, a single commit. So we had the main branch, the dev branch, all on that last commit. It's like I'm working over here, here. If you guys move forward, I'm still gonna be here. So I guess that's like when the tree grows way taller and then branches at the very top. The branch at the bottom is still connected to the trunk just at the bottom.
So for the moment, both main
It
and
doesn't grow
dev
out
are
forever.
marking the
I
same
mean, it
page.
grows until it gets its leaves and then, Alhamdulillah.
That's why DEVLANDS stacks them together. It's perfectly normal. But remember, even though you made dev, you're still actively working on main. To start adding new scrapbook pages to the dev section, you need to switch to it first.
Okay.
If you kept committing now, the new pages would keep stacking under main. To switch branches, you can
Yeah.
use the git
Now I'm
switch
curious.
command like this.
Now I'm curious now. How is this gonna work? When we switch over, like
Go
it makes
ahead and
sense,
switch
but
to dev.
what difference is this gonna make? Are we gonna build out to the side? Like,
Huzzah!
okay, so we put the head on the dev and we push main.
Now
MashaAllah.
you're ready to add a new scrapbook page in the dev section and see what happens. Try changing the file friend.py that your friend added so it says,
Hi, best friend. Okay. Hi, best friend. And save it.
great stuff. Since you updated the file friend.py,
And now we need to meet
that
the
memento has been changed. Meet me at the modified file.
Okay. So main is still up there. Modified. Git add friend py. So now it's staged. It's not
Nice.
committed yet.
Let's place your updated friend memento on a fresh scrapbook page in the dev.
Git commit dash m update friend.py.
Well, would you look at that?
It pushed the whole main branch back. Oh, my
Notice you
bad.
didn't have to mention dev when making your commit. Because you switched to dev earlier, every new scrapbook page you commit automatically goes into that sec. Come with me back to the git log. This part's
Now I'm
pretty
curious how it's
exciting.
gonna work when we push it all back.
Check. As usual, your new scrapbook page got added to the front of the chain. But this time, only the green branch block called dev and the blue head block showed up on it.
Nah.
Meanwhile, the green main block is still sitting on the earlier page. What gives? Well, since you switched to dev, it became the active section of your scrapbook.
Someone else's head might be on that, but my head is on my dev branch.
That means main is no longer active. Another way to say this, the dev branch is currently checked
Maybe.
out.
I don't know.
Or, Git's head marker is pointing to the dev branch. You can see this because the blue head block sits directly on top of the green dev block. So these three statements all mean the same thing. 1. The dev branch is the active section, the active branch. 2. The dev branch is currently checked out.
So the dev branch is what's checked out. Okay, okay.
3. Head is pointing at the dev branch. Whenever you make a new scrapbook page, the active branch marker moves forward to point at it. Other branches stay put, marking whatever page they were on before. Since main wasn't active, its marker stayed behind on the older page. So now you've got two scrapbook sections that don't match up anymore.
Yeah.
Specifically, dev is one page ahead of main.
Okay, yeah.
But all the earlier pages still exist in both sections.
Yeah.
You can see this by starting at both main and dev and tracing the arrows backwards. They share the same history until they don't. So what would happen if you switched back to main and added a new scrapbook page there?
This is the question. This is what I've been
Let's
wondering.
find out.
Mashallah, this is what's been like really giving me a runaround. Git switch main.
Okay. Now that you switched back to main,
Heads
it's the
back to the
active
main
section
branch.
again. You can tell because the blue head block jumped back on top of the green
So does that mean that
block.
main is checked out, or is main still the same? It's not checked
Now
out
that
because
main
it's
is checked
no,
out,
it's
you're
checked
ready
out.
to add a new scrapbook page here. Create a file memento called birthday.py with this code inside.
This is my birthday. Okay, fine. But we won't celebrate. It just so happens.
Since birthday.py is a brand new memento, meet me by the untracked files wall so we can stage it.
Okay, let's see what happens here. It's untracked because it's a new file. It's not a modified file, it's new.
To the staging area.
Okay.
To the git log.
Hey yo, okay, now we're doing something. Now it's getting four-dimensional.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Look what happened to main.
Alright, the whole main branch slid to the side.
It seems to have split off from dev. But why? Because you added different scrapbook pages to each branch. On dev, you changed the memento in friend.py. Then on main, you added the brand new memento birthday.py. Then on main, if you trace back from both main and dev, you'll see they share the same earlier parent page.
Nom.
But from there, they've diverged into separate storylines.
Nom.
That means dev doesn't know about the latest main page, and main doesn't know about the latest dev page.
Nom.
Kinda sad if you think about it. But don't shed too many tears over it. This happens all the time in Git. Picture this. You're working on a storyline about your birthday party, while your friend is creating their own story about their holiday trip.
Allahul Hakim. Allahul Alim. May Allah make it easy forever.
You might keep your pages in a section called birthday party, while they organize theirs in a section called holiday trip. Eventually, you both might want to combine your storylines into the same scrapbook.
But how? Yes,
That
but
way,
how?
your scrapbook can include everybody's wonderful memories. In Git, combining storylines is called merging.
It's called
and that's
a
what
merge.
level 8 will cover.
It's called a merge. It's about to get
Recap time.
interesting.
In Level 7, you learned about branches. Extra scrapbook sections that let programmers try out new storylines safely. You used git branch to create a new branch called dev.
Yes.
You saw that a branch is really just a marker for the latest scrapbook page in a storyline of commits.
Okay.
In DEVLANDS, you can spot a branch by its green block sitting on top of the page. Commit. It points to.
Okay.
By following the arrows backwards from that block, you can trace all the earlier pages in that branch's storyline.
All the way back to the initial commit.
But remember, in git size, a branch is nothing more than a marker pointing to one page. You also learned that the branch you're currently on is called the active branch, the checked out branch, or simply the branch that head points to.
So right now, the main branch is the active branch.
Finally, you
It's
saw how
checked out.
two branches can share some scrapbook pages in their history, or diverge into different storylines when new pages are added separately.
Okay. So we diverge at 59D157.
Ooh, that was a lot.
MashaAllah.
See you in level 8.
All right,
where we'll
guys.
put these storylines back together again.
MashaAllah. I think that's a perfect cliffhanger. So we can, come back next time and we can figure out what happens when we both want to commit our changes. What is a merge? How does it actually work? And until then, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Ashhadu la ilaha illallah, wahdahu la sharika lah, wa ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. Subhanallah, my bad. Eid Mubarak. Eid Mubarak. How did I forget? Eid Mubarak. MashaAllah. We fast all month. Alhamdulillah. We get to have Eid. And for 3 days, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Walillahi alhamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahi alhamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahi alhamd. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Taqabbal Allahu minna wa minkum. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik wa la ilaha illa anta wa astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.